Hi guys, welcome to another video, and in this video we are going to design a landing page for an website. And in this video I am going to use Figma. The thing about Figma is it is completely free and you can easily collaborate with your team, or you can easily share your design with other persons by Figma. And it also has some autosave function. If your device shuts down when you are designing something, it will not get lost, it will be at the cloud. So whenever we again go into the Figma app, you will get all the designs you have created. This is the official website of Figma, figma.com and /downloads. Here you can find your preferable versions for your operating system. So without any further ado, let's get started with the design. This is our Figma interface. To create a new design, we need to click this plus icon here. In here we can rename the document. Let's give it a name of landing page. Now at first we need a frame. We can either click it at the frame or use the shortcut button of F, it doesn't matter. Here there are some preferences. So for desktop it will be 1440 by 1024, and this is the standard size. So I am going to use this desktop version, and this is our frame. We can zoom it or zoom out by pressing Ctrl and wheel down or wheel up. Also it works as Ctrl and plus and minus. Now let me give it a background image. I have downloaded a image. If we want to place it, we need to go to the file, place image, and we can browse through our images. It's in the desktop, and this image here, actually this image, we can directly place it into that frame or place it outside. So this is our image here. Now we need to make it smaller because the frame is smaller. We need to fit in that. We can slide it down into the desktop or the frame. Let me zoom in. I think it will be fine. So this is our frame, but there is an issue here. The image is too bright. We would need to use some text at the top of the image. Now if this image is too bright, then it will have some contrast issue. We cannot see the text properly. Let me try this. So in order to add in text, we can either click it here or use the shortcut key of T. We need to put a rectangle like that, and we need to put the text. I am going to put it a text of next. I think next will do. So this is our size and the other properties of text. I am going to use the font family of Poppins. Let's make it bold. Let's increase the size also. The text is black. Let me make it white. This is too much. Let's try 140, and this is too little. We can give it a value of 195 pixels, and I think it is good now. But it actually is kind of have contrast issue because the background is also kind of whitish. So we can solve the issue by just adding an overlay or another rectangle with some colors after it. And in order to do that, we need to use this rectangle. It has the shortcut key of R. Let's press R and draw a rectangle over it. Let me resize this, and I am going to put it inside the frame, above the image but below the text. Now we can change the color of the rectangle from here. So there are several kind of fill options. This is the solid one, then linear, radial, angular, diamond or image. Let's try linear gradient. So this part will be the completely black, and at the top it will be lighter. So let me give it a complete value of black, the opacity of 100, and at the top one I think it will do. We can also create another point in here. We need to just click it. Let's also make it black, but reduce the opacity. I think now it looks fine. It has some nice contrast. The text is completely visible. We are going to align the elements later. Now I want to add some other text here. It will be the same, but it will only be the outline. We can press Alt, then drag and drop it, so it will create a copy of the text. Let's put the text of level. And while designing an user interface, at first you need to select some colors. You cannot use many colors within design. In my case, I use a primary color, secondary color, and a special color. So 3 colors will do our things in most of the cases. In this case, the primary color will be the completely white, and the secondary color I have selected it. So I am going to give it a stroke and remove the fill, so it will only have this boundary type of things. Let's increase it to 2, and let's change the value. So my selected secondary color value is FF7A and 00. So now it has this outline. We can give it a value of 4 or maybe 3. It looks fine. They are properly aligned, and we can make this in a group. If we press Shift and select both of them, now both of them are selected. Let's press Ctrl G. Now it will form a group. So let's give it a name of title. Text next level doesn't mean anything, so we need to complete the sentence, right? So someone will see this landing page first and they don't understand what is this about, so it will be not a good design. Let's add a text in here. It will be capital case. Raise your game to the next level. This is the second line. The text is too big. We need to make them smaller. Let's try 36 pixels, and let's make the color of white. I think it's too large. Let's try 24. It's small. Let's try a median value of 28 pixels. Now it's fine. We can add some styling with it. Let's zoom in by pressing Z and create a box. Now I'm going to put in a small rectangle here. Let's increase the size. I think they are now completely aligned. Let's give this this background color of the secondary color, and we can make the corners rounded by giving it a corner radius. Let's reduce the white to 3 pixels. It's looking fine now. Let me zoom out. Okay, it's good. Now we can put them both inside and group and name it title on. Now let's not think about the alignment. We are going to do it later with the grid system. Now we need a logo in here and menu options or the hamburger icon. Let's create the menu first. This is the ellipse. The shortcut key is O. So if we press the O and create a circle, actually it is asymmetrical, but if you want to create a completely circle or rounded shape, you need to press the shift, then you need to go to the navigations. I think this size will be fine. So let's make it smaller. This is fine. Let's give it a stroke of 2 pixels maybe with the secondary color. We can remove the fill. Let's increase it to 3. Let's zoom in. This is the hamburger icon, so let's use 2 bars here. We can use our rectangle tool here. Let's make a copy. We need to give it a border radius to make it rounded. 2 pixels, so we'll make it completely rounded. It will be 2. Let's see. I think we can make this a little bit thicker. The height is 3 pixels now. Let's make it 4 pixels. Also this one. We need to change the color to white because that is our primary color. We should not go out our primary color or the secondary color. Let's put it inside a group, and we can replicate the entire group and reverse it by just 180. Let's just put the value here. So this is the center, and we can now align them. Now they are properly aligned. Let's reduce it to 7. 6 will be fine. Now we can delete the middle one. I think this is a pretty good hamburger icon. It will do a job. Now we are going to create a logo. We can use the same ellipse we have used, so it will be O. Press shift. Let's fill it with the secondary color, and I am going to create a simple logo. It is not the logo of the year, but it will do the job. So it says Gala Sport, and we are going to create the logo with these initials G and S, or maybe P. G and P will be fine. Let's try the text tool or T. G. Let's use the capital G. Poppins, bold. Let's use the medium. Let's make it 36 pixels. We need to select it. We don't need the fill. We can use the stroke. We can make it white because the background color is the secondary and the primary color will look fine. Let's again use the text tool for the P here. Let's use a small case P. Same size, a stroke, again the white color, and we can put it inside it so they are combining. We can put them two inside a group. then position them. Actually, I think we need to increase the stroke to 2 and also the G to 2. Now again we need to position them because stroke 2 has made it difficult for us. It's fine now, it will do a job. Let's increase the circle a little bit. And it's fine. We can add this ellipse with this group and again create it a group. Now it's a logo. Let's rename it to logo. We can add some menu items in here, so let's do that. We need to use the text tool for that. Maybe blog. We can give this text color of white. Let's reduce the text size to 18 pixels and let's make it semi-bold. Actually, let's make it medium. Now we have the first item of our menu. Let's just copy this by pressing Alt. We need to rename this now. Contact and about. Now in order to align them, we need to select all of this and we can use this distribute horizontal spacing. Actually, it is not working because we need to align them in the middle of the content box. Now I think it should work. Distribute horizontal and now they are properly aligned. We can put it inside a group and name it navbar. So this is our navbar icon and our hamburger. Now let's add a play button in here. This is the landing page. If we want to add some demonstration video in here, so whenever the user will click that, it will play. For that we need to create a play icon, although we can grab a pre-existing icon. There are some plugins for that. I think this is it, flight icons, and you can get the flight icons from it. But let's create the icon of our own. I am going to use an ellipse. It's looking fine. Let's give it a stroke and reduce the fill or make it invisible, and I'm going to give this a color of this secondary color. Let's make it 2. Let's zoom in. So this is our circle. Now we need to add a play icon, so it is a triangular. There is a tool for that. It is this polygon. There is no shortcut keys available, so we need to click it here, then make the polygon. Again we need to press the shift to make it symmetrical. I think this size will be great. Let's make it larger and we need to rotate it to -90 degree. Now this is completely centered. Let's make the color white. It is looking pretty simple. Actually, we can create another circle around it. It will look great. Let's give it a stroke of white color. It has 45, so let's make it 47 and let's see what happened. What about 48? Now it looks fine. Okay, now we need to add some text with it, otherwise it looks kind of empty. See how it works. Let's make the color white. Now this space looks kind of empty, so we can put another text in here. Let's use the text tool and put some text. Get in touch with us, or any text if you want. Let's make the color to white and let's rotate it. So the value will be in -90 degree. This is it. We can reduce the box size, place it here, but we are going to deal with the placing later. Let's create a rectangle. I am going to give it a color of this secondary color. I am going to zoom in and position it at the center of the text. Now it is completely centered. We can grab it and select both of them and create a group. Our designing is done. Now we need to polish it. We have given this a group, but we can put them inside a group together. So this logo and the nav bar, they are properly aligned. They are in a group now. We forgot to group this. So this is in group, this is in group, and this eclipse. So total will be a group. Let's rename it to Hamburger. Now we need to group these icons here. There this polygon, this one, and this one. Now we can group this group with this text. All of the grouping is done. Now we need to position them properly. The standard rule is we need to create a grid system of 12 grid of column. 12 column, the count will be 12, so it will have 12 grids now, and the gutter should be 30 pixels. This is the standard. Now we can position them just starting from the second div or second grid. It is actually positioned. The text is okay, and also this one. We can position the icon in here. But there is some alignment issue. It should be at the same line. Now it's okay. We can now make it invisible. We don't need the grids anymore. And this is our web page. If you want to demonstrate it or present it, we can use this little play icon here. So what it does, it will show you the entire size of the web page. And this is how it looks when we convert it into an static web page. And I think I will create another video where I will convert this design into an static web page by using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Actually, I am going to use GreenShock library. It has some nice animation effect for landing pages. We can do lots of interesting things with it. So when it will be done, I will add the video link at the description so that you can check it out. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe, and if you are already subscribed, then thank you very much. See you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.